Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be channeling messages for you, but I did get a notice from my guides that it's probably going to be more about relationships. So if that's what you're into right now or you're open to hearing, stick around. King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse, reversal today, Seven of Pentacles upright, Ten of Swords in reverse, and with the Page of Pentacles in reverse in the bottom of the deck. So the Page of Pentacles in reverse, I'm seeing that maybe you're distracted from thinking about making moves in the physical world. Maybe you're at a halt. Maybe you feel like you just don't really want to focus on the physical because there's something there that demands your attention. And you'd have to think about it if you were to focus on the physical world. So if this is a love connection, this connection is rooting in the physical world now. They have shown up in your world one way or another, maybe not directly, maybe indirectly. And so you've had this chance to either further it in the physical or what has been going on, which is just allowing it to play out, right? And play out as in like die out, because I think both of you don't really know if this situation is worth giving your energy to, because it feels like there's someone that would rather run away from their feelings, and then there's another one who is preoccupied with anything. They will just preoccupy themselves to not think about what move to make because they're at a standstill as well. So both parties seem to be at a standstill when it comes to this connection, and it's because there's a lack of clarity, lack of communication with the King of Swords in reverse to clear up these past pains. Maybe nothing, you recently saw them and nothing really came out of it because there was lack of communication. But at least this is a good thing with the Five of Cups in reverse. At least both of you are able to step out of your pain now. Maybe when you met previously, you guys were both under a lot of pain and enduring a lot of just the aftermath of a relationship that doesn't work out, right? And so there's a lot of pain there, but it has cleared out. Good job, guys. Good job. You guys have cleared out a lot of this past pain regarding an individual that simply did not deserve your time. Okay. I'm not talking about the one right now, but I'm talking about a previous one that left you in that pain. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, there's just been lack of movement in the physical world. And a lot of it is just stemming from like a lack of communication in general. There's just no communication. You guys are still planting seeds to it's cute because you guys are planting seeds to be with each other, like that's your intention. But then in the physical world there's just absolutely nothing, and so both of you may feel like you're both going crazy. Even if it feels like things are not working out in your favor, it's actually clearing out a lot of the baggage and a lot of the pain from previous connections, previous, or just whatever they're holding on to, right? With your partner that you're asking about right now, they're releasing so much pain. They have had their back stabbed at least 5 times this year, and so it's really important. I think you understand this, or maybe now you're becoming aware, but they have been through so much that this period of no action may seem like a loss, but at least to your person, they're just happy it's not a lose. They're just happy that they did not get sword stabbed in their back, okay? Because they've been through it this year. Okay, this year, 2025, was very hard for them. But they're coming out with the Fool card and the Strength card. Nice. They're coming out and they're well aware that they need to be brave, they need to be courageous, and they need to step out of their comfort zone with the Fool too when it comes to you. So both of you are being asked to take a leap of faith towards something that you have been building behind the scenes internally, and to be brave to show up in the physical world. Okay? It's just that we're going to let go of the control. We're going to let go of the need of control, and we're going to build upon this dream that we've had. Okay? So let's pull out more. What next steps can my collective take? Okay. Pretty straightforward. Get concrete with the idea of being with them in your mind. No longer allowing it to be a, well, maybe. No, be sure about it. Because Spirit's saying that you're not allowed to approach them until you're serious about them. Because keep in mind, they've been through a lot. If you think you've been through a lot, when they share what they've gone through, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be like, oh, like a little humbled. One of you are going to be a little humbled because you're going to be like, oh crap, like I thought this was just going to be like a simple thing, but no, in reality, you've been through a lot, and the last thing you need is someone that's going to play in your energy. So have that respect for your person. Literally respect them before anything else, because that's their biggest thing. If you can't respect them, then they don't mess around with you at all. I'm hearing that very clearly. With the Five of Wands in reverse, be sure about them. Be sure that you want to respect them and be respectful in the relationship, right? So that's your internal. That has to be locked down. The Knight of Cups. Be brave, have strength, and give that offer. Give the offer to your person, because and you need to stop asking people about them. You need to stop asking your community about them, because this person is very closed off, not because they're just a closed off person, but because of the pain they've been through. A lot of their behavior is because of the pain that they've been through. Okay, that you've seen, that other people have seen. Only the people closest to them have been able to experience this open-heartedness that you know them to have. Okay, so just understand that please treat your person with utmost respect and gentleness, and don't ask people about them anymore. If you have questions, if you're curious about your person, ask them directly. Don't ask other people, because I think the problem why this couldn't pick up off the ground before was that there were way too many voices. There were just way too many opinions, and it didn't help. It made you more confused. It made them confused. Maybe they did this. Yeah, maybe people in your circle were saying, oh, they're a red flag. People in their circle saying the same thing, so you guys were never able to come together. And maybe it's true. Maybe at that time there were just a lot of red flags that would have made this relationship completely incompatible, because I'm seeing that time has passed now. You guys are more grounded, solid within yourself. Yeah, understand that if you really want this to manifest, something in the physical must occur. And it's not something to really rely on spirit. Even spirit is telling you, like, do it. Just This is your action. This is what is needed from your part in order for things to align, right? Page of Swords, be curious about them. And if you are curious, ask them directly. They will be very open to answering your questions. And one thing about your partner or your person that you're asking, they're very, very honest. They cannot lie to save their lives, nor do they want to. Okay, they are just very honest people and blunt. I relate. I relate heavily. Okay. Let's see what else. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so it can't get past the germination stage. With the 7 of Pentacles, it can't get past that stage because the physical isn't balancing out with the world. The lack of action in the physical, we can't progress, right? We can't work on this relationship until something occurs where you harvest this, where you collect these pentacles. Okay, I hope I'm making sense to you, but it's making a lot of sense in my brain. But anyways, the 8 of Pentacles, I think you guys both want to get to this place where you guys can work on the relationship and root it into the physical world. With the world, you guys both want to see this out in the physical. You're tired of it being in the mental. You're tired of it. And an opportunity is going to come for this to occur. Your person isn't going to be in a state of fear, and you are going to be in a place of seizing opportunities, being action oriented, going after what you want. And so as your person drops their defensiveness and they don't feel the need to hold people back, right? Like they're open now. They're realizing that, okay, things did occur back then, but it was all to learn a lesson. It does not mean people are just like this. It just means that I had to learn a lesson from someone that is very incompatible to me, very unhealed, and very toxic. And that doesn't determine the rest of humanity. One human being that can't heal themselves does not define the entire population of humanity. Okay, so they're realizing this, and it's opening them up. They're no longer afraid of the physical world, and they are now getting over their fears that came from the initial heartbreak that you guys met at previously. Okay, so let's get a message from Guan Yin to close out this reading. You guys got the Mother of Mercy. Just like a sun that shines brightly, casting a strong shadow, your growing spiritual power needs to be expressed within the awareness that it will have an effect on others, even if you are not completely conscious of that effect. To create peace in the expression of your power, we call upon the Mother of Mercy. Mercy tempers great strength and power with kindness, gentleness, compassion, and caring. The Divine Guan Yin brings the quality of mercy to you now as a divine gift, encouraging you to cultivate mercy in your dealings with others and to receive it for yourself now too. Okay, so we might be feeling like we're a little lost when it comes to how to approach this relationship. We understand that we don't want to let it go, right? But if we don't want to let it go, then we have to make sure it grows, okay? Because we can't just keep someone without the intention of growing with them. That's just being a stagnant point for another human being, right? And that's not fair for their journey. Yeah, there may be struggles to integrate the lesson and rise above it and move forward. But Guan Yin is saying if you can meet this relationship with kindness, gentleness, compassion, and caring for the other person just as a human being, you will come to see that giving them mercy, being kind towards them is easy, is natural. You will feel compassionate towards them very easily. And this is kind of what the universe wants to give your person: caring, compassionate, kind relationships. You may not know right now because you haven't met them or you haven't really spoken to them, but they have been through so much. And I'm getting emotional because I'm just tapping into what they've been through. Where they felt disempowered, manipulated, and they stayed stuck in fear and suffering because of the lack of community around them that wanted to even hold them up. So they experienced not only heartbreak in their upbringing, but their relationships, because it mirrors what your upbringing is. Their relationship was painful. And then after their relationship, they didn't have a community to support them when they got out of this painful relationship. Spirit is saying, like, literally treat them with respect, kindness, and see their sovereignty, see their soul. Try to. If you're not used to that, it's the light, right? It's the good side of people. It is the pure side of people that really gives insight into their soul. But yeah, Guan Yin is just bringing this energy of love to the whole situation. Like a mother, they're really just holding you. They're holding your person. And know that when we can meet these relationships with kindness, a whole different outcome can come out of this, right? Normally when we deal with relationships, there's so much drama, there's so much, well, you hurt me. But I feel like this relationship, I wouldn't say that you guys hurt each other the most. It's just the people around you that have hurt. And so there's just a lack of trust in general, not like between you two. There's just a lack of trust in general, because as strong as this connection is, there hasn't been anything connecting you guys in the physical world. That's why you guys may have felt really off with this connection, like nothing made sense. If this connection woke you up to spirituality, then it definitely did not make any sense. But I'm sure you guys have dived into the subjects now, like twin flame or the red string theory or whatever you guys have found, right? It resonated very deeply. And so, yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope this message helped you in any way. If it did, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and hype it up as well. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.